Hello, my name is Patrick Usher, and this video is a departure, complete departure from all the other videos. It's nothing to do with the theory of Pot syndrome, it's nothing to do with net proteins and aldosterone levels and mast cells flying around the place. It is to do with a song, and it's to do with a very special song to me, which I came across. It was about 2 weeks after my mother had passed away in April 2015, which is a time when I was very sick with POTS at its worst. I started to make some improvements by the end of April, but still it was a very dark time in general. But there was this song that I came across in about mid-April then, and it meant a huge amount to me. And when I say its provenance, you'll sort of wonder why on earth would it mean a huge amount to me, in that actually it was the Romanian entry to the Eurovision for 2015, right? So you wouldn't naturally think that was going to be full of profundity. But for me the song was full of profundity, even though it's very simple. And since I heard it then, I've listened to it hundreds of times, and I learned how to play it subsequently. And by the way, this sort of ties in with my general niche interests in life. I've always adored Romanian pop music. Okay, it's very much my alter ego. When I'm not thinking about dysautonomia, I'm listening to pop music. Anyway, so Romanian pop music. Now the thing is that this song meant a huge amount to me because it was about, it is about a Romanian child whose mother has actually had to who's lost his mother basically, because his mother is always very far away, working and never comes back, which is a very common thing, a problem for Eastern European children. And the song resonated with me because of that, and then because of the message of the song, which is that it's one of acceptance of where life has been taking you. Okay, and it's sort of seeing the poetry in where life has taken you, even though it's full of so many hard ups and hard downs, as well as the ups. But nevertheless, that despite the fact that that's where life has taken you, there's a sort of part of the human spirit that wants to move towards what is good and sweet and true. And that part of the spirit will always move towards those things. Even though it may never get there, but it's always that movement, that natural movement. So it's a beautiful combination of acceptance of where your life journey has taken you so far, and yet a kind of movement towards what is good and true. And for me, at that point in my life, that song spoke so much to me, and it still does, but at that point it spoke so much to me, because I was in very difficult circumstances, but I was quietly determined to move towards what was good and true. And the song has a very beautiful line in it for me, and you have to remember it is addressed to this child's mother, and it is that it was a whole beautiful chorus actually, but the chorus is basically that, you know, no matter whether the world is ending, whether the sky has fallen in, you will be the reason for me to start again. You will be the reason for me to begin my life again. And for me that resonated with me because the memory of my mother was going to be my reason to start again. It was going to be my motivation. So the song has always been very special for me, and it still means the same. Even now, you know, I've recovered from POTS and all that. Life still has its difficulties, plenty of them. But the way she went about her 6 years of a very aggressive and not at all pleasant form of cancer. Not that any form of cancer is pleasant. I'm putting that in a sort of, you know what I mean. It was a very, very tough time. But the way she went about it, the way she saw the sweetness in everyday life, the way she became so wonderfully present, the way she was so courageous, and the way she eked out joy from life, it was such a precious time. And she even wrote a very beautiful book called The Pink Ribbon Path, which I still have, of course, beside my bed and read very frequently. But anyway, so the thing is this, to return to the song, which I hope you will also find special, is that in April, it was end of April 2015, I actually recorded myself singing parts of it. And may I just say that if you are Romanian, there are some pronunciation errors. I do apologise, on the off chance that you are. But then, 5 months into the brain rewiring, I also recorded myself singing the song. So here you're going to see a before and after of Patrick singing this song, which is rather interesting and unusual before and after comparison. And after that I'll have something else to say. So here we go.
Cântec ar fi viața mea, veșel trist tot l-aș cânta, nu aș rata nicio notă. Rău dar fi l-aș nota, până la mare l-aș urma, nu m-aș opri niciodată, știi că viața n-are buton de rewind, să poți să întorci ce ai pierdut. Nu poți nici să pui pe pauză când nu știi ce-i de făcut. Dacă mâine noaptea n-or mai avea vreo șta, dacă intru în vântul spre mine ar sufla, tu ai fi motivul să poți să o iau de la capăt.
So there you have it, spot the before and after. Singing may be slightly better than the first one, but anyway, the thing is, I'm glad to say that I have now tidied up the final bits of pronunciation problems, and I finally have a proper dedication for this song to the person to whom I was always singing it and still sing it. So here it is.
Dacă mâine cerul ar fi prea plin de nori, dacă nicio rază nu m-ar atinge în zor, tu ai fi motivul să pot să o iau de la capăt. Inima-i ca un cocor, spre țări calde plac în zbor, atunci când e-n suflet iarnă. Poate nu le va găsi, poate se va prăbuși, dar nu renunța vreodată, să știi. A spura chiar și noapte întreagă spre zori în care ai fi tu. Ploile n-ar putea să înțeleagă de ce nu cad când sunt tot ud. Dacă mâine noaptea n-ar mai avea vreo șta, dacă într-una vântul spre mine ar sufla, tu ai fi motivul să pot să o iau de la capăt. Dacă mâine cerul ar fi prea plin de nori, dacă nicio rază nu m-ar atinge în zor, tu ai fi motivul să pot să o iau de la capăt. 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 Să pot să o iau